you think your relationship is with money? Whoa, I am seeing so much in comments about different relationships with money that I thought we should talk about that. I'm going to help you figure your relationship with money out because I'm guessing some of you don't even know you're in a relationship with money. And by the time we get through, I will have shared some granny truths with you to get you from nowhere with money, kind of lost, into here's my relationship with money. So let's rock. A first granny truth. If you believe that you are unlucky with money, you're going to be. When I hear somebody say, I don't know, I'm just unlucky with money, I hear it, it kind of slides by the same way I hear women say, oh, I'm unlucky with men. It's like you attach this label to yourself and to your heart where you say, I'm unlucky with money. No, you're not. You are not unlucky with money. You have had other people make some bad choices for you. You've made some bad choices, whatever. Right now, I want you to just trust me for one moment when I tell you, you can choose to be lucky with money. You can just decide. That's all you do based on this video is decide, I am lucky with money. That's what it takes. One of the greatest gifts my friend Molly ever gave me was we were out doing something meaningless. And she said to me, you know, Granny, you have good money karma. And I was like, oh, wow. Molly has good money karma. So if Molly tells me I'm going to believe it, and then I did start believing it. And then all of a sudden I noticed that there would be times that I was like tempted to think I was unlucky. And then I think, nah, I got good money karma. And then an unexpected check would arrive or something good would happen. So Molly and me are telling you, you are lucky with money. And that's the truth. Here's another truth. Oh, this one could be a little hard. Take a spoonful of honey and swallow this one. You ready? Victims don't hustle. Oh, baby. Victims do not hustle. Victims talk about being a victim, but they don't hustle. And if you hustle, you know, because other people say to you, oh my gosh, you're a hustler. You are working all the damn time. And you don't hear that if you're not hustling. I have a different idea about work-life balance than some people do because I tried it and it didn't work. The whole, every day can be balanced. That's just caca. Balance is in your 20s, you have more energy than you are ever going to have in your whole life. Trust me. If you are in your 20s, you need to be hustling, 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 hustling. And if you're saying you're a victim, I can't because of this and that and the other, and all these things are going on, and I am a victim. And what you're asking from other people is that they feel sorry for you. You want me to feel sorry for you because you're a victim? I'm not going to help you. If you say to me, I got this and this and this going on, but I want to do this and this, then I, as a stand-in for everybody else in the world, can have empathy for you and help you out, right? I can help you and give you a helping hand. If you're a victim, you're just there in a puddle of your own goo. You're not hustling. It's your call. Personally, I think it's kind of unattractive, but that's just me. Another granny truth is that a good relationship with money, which I actually think I have, requires, absolutely, no disagreement here, requires financial literacy. I think schools around the world just fail on this one. They don't teach kids anything. You probably never had a course on financial literacy. That is a big bummer, and you're going to have to fix that yourself. Money is not intuitive. There are things you have to understand. You have to understand what money means. You have to understand different financial instruments. You got to know what happens if interest rates rise. You know, what happens to stocks? What happens to bonds? You got to know a little bit of that to just function in the world. And that means you got to know more than understanding your credit card. You got to have a little bit of financial literacy. So there are, I would say, roughly 9 zillion courses on financial literacy that are out there that are free. Let me know in the comments if you want my recommendations on some free financial literacy courses, and then do the work. Do the work. And by the way, I'm doing the work. So if you like what I'm telling you, just go ahead and hit subscribe now, and I will keep talking because I will psychically know that you've subscribed to me. Good relationship with money is like a good relationship with a person. And that means accepting what it can do and what it can't do. There's that great Beatles song that you probably have heard your grandparents play. Money can't buy you love. Oh, that is so deep. I spent a lot of time making that mistake. That is a hard-earned truth for me. I thought if I spent money on people and supported people and gave them money, they would love me more. And I grew up on things like money and love are intertwined. So if I came up with the money, people maybe weren't going to expect so much from me. It was a substitute for love, but it isn't. I heard a sad thing from a friend of mine a few weeks ago who's got a sibling who is a billionaire with a B, billionaire. And he said, you know what's sad? When this guy passes, I will be surprised if there are 4 people who show up at his funeral. I don't think that's the kind of life you want. So what is money good for? The answer is different for all of you, for all of us. But you have to think about what money's good for and what money's not good for. Just like you think about friends. There's some friends I know will be there for me when I'm sad. And there's some friends who want to be there and just play. So money is not going to be everything. If you think you're going to win the lotto and your problems are going to be solved, check out the number of people who commit suicide or end up broke after they win the lotto. Money only is good for some things. It's not the answer. So think about that for yourself, okay? But if you do win the lotto, give me a percentage because it was my idea. Here's another granny truth. You need to think about, are you in a relationship with money or are you just having a fling? I believe there are lots of ways you can be in relationship with money. And one thing I've been following, because it's so cool, I did a short about it. There's a movement called FIRE, Financial Independence Retire Early. And it's a group of young people who've decided pedal to the metal. They are going to make boatloads of money by the time they're 35, and then they're going to get out their surfboard and go. Whoa, okay. I mean, that is defining a kind of relationship. It may not be your relationship. My priority in my 20s is I want to start my family when I'm young because I want to be a young granny. And what I want from work is just a side gig that has flexibility. And my relationship with money is I'm going to be okay with not having a lot of it because money's not my priority now. But when you decide, once you decide this is my relationship with money for now, you have to think about it as your choice, just like every other relationship. And you have to think about what's money going to give me back. There's a limit to what money can give you back. And think that through for yourself, okay? Now, this is a truth that is brand new for you in your 20s. Money does not require monogamy. Oh, so many of you all are experimenting, which is very cool. That's what you do when you're young. You're experimenting with your self-identity. You're experimenting with different kind of relationships. I also know people who are not monogamous with money. Some of them invest in real estate. Some of them are totally into NFTs. Some of them believe in shorting stocks. Some of them think that they can be market timers and they have like a path that they follow in order to make money investing. I love that. Everybody should have a path. What's tough is I'm not telling you you have to be monogamous. I'm not monogamous with money. Right now, I'm actually investing my money in Granny Ronna. The funds I have to invest are going directly into Granny Ronna and coming out to you because it actually takes a lot of money to be an influencer, or what I consider a lot of money. So that's my investing. Now, I also have done traditionally styled investing with a brokerage firm and investing in stocks and bonds. You can do that too. You don't have to be monogamous, but once you get to more than maybe 3 different kinds of investing, you probably don't have the bandwidth to do any of them well. So I'm not saying you need to be monogamous. Maybe 2 husbands, 2 money wives, like 2 ways of thinking about money that you really know you can keep up with. Because the other thing is, big mistake, divorce a relationship with investing too fast. You don't want to get divorced every 3 months. Divorce is expensive. There's always cost to divorce in emotional life and in money life. You suddenly decide, NFTs suck. I'm not going to do that anymore. That's okay. You can do that every once in a while. But once you commit to an investing style, give it 6 months and make sure you really understand it before you dump it. Because the people who are going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth end up losing money because they're not looking at how much it costs them to invest, disinvest, invest, disinvest. There's a phrase you're going to hear me say that I learned on Wall Street when I was there. Bulls can make money, people who are enthusiastic about a certain market. Bears can make money, meaning people who are pessimistic about what the market's going to do. Pigs cannot make money. And you turn into kind of a truffle pig when you're rooting around everywhere. So watch yourself and watch me. I am your Granny Ronna. I am not asking you for money. What you can give me, my currency is subscriptions. So subscribe to me, okay? And tell your friends. And then you will be my money honey. Love you. Bye.